Hello, my peeps is present here, and we are here with.
Got my asshole saying, go fuck yourself.
Yep,
You
and then
too.
we're also here with.
Jose, aka the Garage Beast.
Yep. And today, first of all, I want to say right now, we apologize that Jeremiah did not come. He was not feeling well. Jeremiah, if you end up watching this video, we're sorry that you are not feeling well. I hope you get better very soon, and hopefully we can hang out another time. That being said, Jose was able to make it, well, at least for the fourth match of the night. He missed the first two, but he saw most of it. So, I mean, he could give us thoughts about the outcomes of the matches. But Brian was here, so we're gonna go and get started right now. The opener, it was Sheamus defeated Neville, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, Kane, and Dolph Ziggler.
And you can
then Money in the Bank Ladder match.
You can also count the rest of New Day because they were there too.
Well, kind of. More like towards the end of the match.
And Bray Wyatt because he was there too.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just talking about the 7 participants in the match. It was Money in the Bank Ladder match. It was okay. It was a little weird though. It was like, I honestly didn't really care for any of the participants. They only used 2 ladders. I mean, it got good time, but
You cared about Neville.
No, I know, but what I mean by I didn't care for participants, it was like all guys that I didn't really want to see most of the time. Like Reigns, I can understand, and then Neville, I can understand, but like everyone else, like Kane, Orton didn't make any sense. It just seemed a little weird. And even the match wasn't like the best.
Nope.
It had some good spots and everything. I think Kofi got fucked though, very bad with his back. Even you even commented on that, Brandon. Where
That was a bad landing. He's going to be sore for at least a few days.
yeah, Roman Reigns.
We might see him tomorrow night on Raw, but I don't think he's going to be competing at all.
Well, at least for a while anyway. Yeah, if you guys know, he powerbombed Roman Reigns powerbombed Kofi on the edge of the ladder, and he literally bent his back. It looked really bad.
Kind of what we saw when Kevin Owens did it to what's his name?
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. But I thought it looked way worse though, because it actually looked like he actually got bent. But
Then you had who? Neville powerbombed through Kofi Kingston's back. Yeah, that was great.
Oh, that was awesome. I saw that.
If it didn't hurt again, here, let me put a guy's head through your ass.
well, actually landed right on the back. But anyways, like, do you have any thoughts? I mean, do you have any thoughts?
On the match?
Yeah.
This match was very slow paced. There was no speed about it. They definitely played this out very methodically, but there was nothing innovative or impressive about it. This match was dull. Now, we all wanted to see Neville win. We all thought Roman Reigns was going to win. And I was the one that picked the underdog as being Sheamus, so I'm not surprised that he won. Because at that point where, let's face facts, if Kofi Kingston won it, it's just going to implode the New Day over who's going to win the champion. That would be, or go for the championship. That would be insane. If Kane won it, I mean, he turned it in that night and tried to steal the thing. And if Ziggler won it, we've seen Ziggler use it before, and they're going to have to be the Ziggler and the Lana feud thing when what's his name comes back. Rusev comes back. Randy Orton, they're done with him. They literally have nowhere to go with him. If you give him the championship again, and they still don't know what to do with him. Roman Reigns, again, if he finally achieves that title, they have nothing to do with him. So they're like, screw it, we'll just have him face freaking, Bray Wyatt. That would be more entertaining. Neville has nothing but nowhere but up to go at this point. They have done enough with him, but they definitely have a lot of possibilities. Sheamus, they just remade his character. They just turned him heel. They just made him look stupid. So
They did.
They needed to get.
They actually did.
First we're gonna turn you heel. Then we're gonna make you look stupid. Then the crowd's gonna shout, "You look stupid." Now that we're gonna give you Money in the Bank, I'm sitting there going, that fits. That's the next logical step is to give him Money in the Bank.
I mean, we knew it was eventually going to happen because, spoiler, I saw like.
I don't think this match needed to be 20 minutes long for what it didn't accomplish. But honestly, for a Money in the Bank match, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I'd still say the worst Money in the Bank Ladder match was probably in 2012. It was John Cena, Jericho, Miz, Kane, and Big Show, which was only 5 participants.
Wasn't the one that
John Cena won.
broke the thing down?
Yeah, he botched it. He actually snapped it when he hit Big Show off the leg.
Hey, that wasn't his fault.
No, hey,
Someone should have reinforced that line so that didn't happen.
but let me explain. That's not the reason I hate it. Even though it was done like horrible botch, the match was just boring. It was only 5 participants. It was like, why did you need all former WWE champions to be here? Why couldn't you have the traditional, have mid-card upcoming guys in there?
I remember that.
Originally it was supposed to be 4 until Miz was thrown in the last second. I was like, well, we got at least one more. Can't you at least get one more then? So it's at least 6. It was just dumb.
So, in other words, we're just going to cut it short and just say it wasn't bad. It wasn't that good, but it wasn't bad.
It could have been a lot worse.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with Sheamus at this point.
Yeah, a lot of possibility. I mean, do you have any final thoughts? I know you didn't watch the match. I mean, do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah, Sheamus looks stupid.
Sheamus does look stupid, but I do actually kind of feel bad for Kofi Kingston. Watching the replay during the
mid credits, yeah.
Yeah, because they showed the replay, man. That sucks. But I was actually surprised that Sheamus won. I actually thought it was going to be like someone else, like
Roman Reigns was the obvious
Roman
one.
Reigns. I would have went with Roman Reigns if you would have asked me.
Yeah, it was just because it was the most predictable thing, but thank God they made it unpredictable and made Sheamus win it. But anyways, moving on. Next was Nikki Bella versus Paige. Surprisingly, this was actually a good match. It actually got almost 11 minutes, which is, I think, the longest Divas match I think I've seen in a long time. Usually they're like 5-7 minutes or even 2 minutes. Even Brandon sometimes was even like, wow, I'm actually watching the match and I'm actually watching it.
Yeah, halfway through it. It was like 5 minutes and they're going, yep, still scratching my nuts. And then they did something that was like, oh, look, I can actually watch this now.
Yep.
No, it actually was not a bad match, and I'm actually quite surprised they actually gave this match a lot of decent time. Actually, more time than the tag team or Intercontinental. So yeah, it was a very different. It was a very good Divas match for what it was. It was definitely watchable. Paige ended up getting knocked out of the ring. Nikki Bella got traded places with Brie. Brie got in the ring, tried to do the trick they did on Raw with Paige, tried to pin her. Didn't happen, and Paige ended up pinning Brie Bella. Brie then revealed herself to be Brie, and then that's when they restarted the match. Nikki Bella came in and won the match after that.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
Damn, dude. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, but... Yeah, so it was a good match, and I think I see these two having another rematch at Battleground, possibly. His thought is probably going to be like a Lumberjill match or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe like... Or, I don't know, maybe something like that.
They already hinted at it when they had all the divas watching backstage and watching the match. That's exactly what they're going to do. It's going to be a Lumberjill match.
Yeah. I mean, do you have any thoughts on the thing?
No comment.
Okay. Next, I actually had to go to the bathroom for this one, but for what I saw, it was for like 5 minutes. It seemed kind of boring. It was Ryback versus Big Show. Big Show won by disqualification due to The Miz. I'm going to say right now, I didn't really want to see this match anyway. And at Battleground, I see this match being a triple threat now because The Miz is now going to get involved, for better or for worse. Yeah, I mean, I can't really talk about much about this match because I didn't really watch it, but you two did. So, do you want to kind of fill in a few things?
It's pretty good. I was surprised. Ryback actually dominated the Big Show through pretty much the entire match. Then Big Show pulled off his his bus wrecker spear. That was it's always a great thing to see. Pulled out the WMD, and when he did, Ryback fell out of the ring, which was great. Didn't like the fact that Ryback just naturally attacked The Miz, just no reason, just attacked The Miz. I saw the Big Show doing that, but not Ryback. So, all in all, it was a little unpredictable, and at the same time, not anything special. But Ryback has definitely started to show his strength. I definitely like. Sorry.
No, it's alright. He's just, we've been hanging out all day and Branch is getting a little drowsy.
Yep, it's been a long day.
But yeah, it was a good match. It wasn't too bad.
You?
You pretty much said most of it. That, Sheamus was actually, not Sheamus. Ryback, I'm sorry. Ryback was actually showing most of his, true colors. He was, lifting the Big Show over and over again. I think he did one.
He did suplex.
He did suplex. What else did he do?
He did a Northern Lights suplex on the Big Show. I have not seen that since Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
That was very impressive.
He also did the meat hook.
Yeah, just flat out. It was
Flat
like,
out. It was like, I think that was the second.
fast and explosive. It was the second thing he did to him.
Yeah, that was the second one. Yeah, kind of sucks with the.
The
Miz
first thing he did
interference.
was that's flat out. The first thing he did was a spine buster.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
He was like really bringing it to him. He was not intimidated at all, which is good because most people are. But I liked it. I actually liked it, but it was short. But unfortunate that there was a disqualification. But anyway.
Yeah. All right, next match. Again, I will say right now, just like last event match of the night, it was Kevin Owens versus John Cena. I think everybody kind of predicted who was going to win this. Now, a lot of people are probably going to, bet you complain, say, "Oh, Super Cena won." I think this is a good way for them to have another rematch. They're going to have a rematch whether it's at Battleground or SummerSlam. I think it's going to be like a 3 Stages of Hell, or they're definitely going to have another match because it's 1-for-1, and so having Cena win is not a bad thing. So like I said, because they're going to continue this feud because this feud is really good. These guys still perform very well. Cena did actually a lot of new moves again, which really surprised me. I think one was I think they call it Canadian Destroyer, if I'm not mistaken. What Cena did, I legitimately went nuts over that because I never thought Cena could do that in a million years because. I was just some big guy that can do minor hurricanranas, and that was about it. I didn't know he can actually do that to Kevin Owens, which was impressive. Again, they both show that they have what it takes to be in this company. Although Cena won, Kevin Owens was the one that ended up walking out with class because, like, kind of like the Jericho thing with Shawn.
He was giggling like an insane asylum person. It was just like, oh, look, it's family.
Basically, Joker, It was like he was laughing like the Joker would be.
It doesn't count as class either if you low blow somebody and then try to take them out. It's not class.
It's also just making a statement.
That's what I mean. Like, although Cena won, he wasn't the one that actually walked out of the arena like a winner. He looked like he got his ass kicked.
John Cena was trying to show that both of them won. The fans ultimately were the biggest winners, and then I can't wait to see what if he even shows up for Raw tomorrow night.
I know Kevin Owens will, but Cena, that's a iffy thing.
Excellent match, lots of kickouts at 2.5 or like say 2.9. Lots of things we didn't expect to see. It looks like Kevin Owens is starting to get a little sloppy with his moves as well as finishers. He's not landing them appropriately or putting as much effort into them to pull them off. But all in all, he's still very impressive, and I hope that when we see Cena Owens 3, it's something special like an I Quit match. It would be the most.
I don't want to see an I Quit match because
it would be the most predictable because John Cena's challenging him, saying, "You never give up."
No, I don't want to see that match because Cena would completely bury Kevin Owens. I don't want that match.
That match
And
would
then recently,
that match would go for like 40 minutes.
no, that match, no.
That match
Cena
would be
will
awesome.
never lose an I Quit match. Never. No, like I say, like do a 3 Stages of Hell or something, or 2 out of 3 Falls or something. Just keep it kind of simple. That don't go an I Quit match because I'll roll my eyes. I'll seriously get pissed off if they do that match because then I'll be like, Cena won. I'm not going to even watch this match.
The other thing is with the way Owens was acting with both titles, I can also see it being a title versus title match.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Just like that.
Yeah, but if they do that, I think they'll probably have Kevin Owens win because Cena as NXT champion would make sense. It would be better if it made sense if like Owens won the title and then Owens then loses the NXT title to like Samoa Joe or something. And then that way Kevin Owens can say, I lost the NXT title, but I'm still a champion in a way in WWE. So, they could do something like that. And that's a possibility. So that's actually good tease right there. So overall, still an excellent match. Next match, this match is kind of...
You forget about somebody sitting right over there.
No, I already had my
Yeah, he already...
It's pretty much the same as what you said. I actually just think it's like going to be like one of those things where winner takes all. No, it's like more like a winner takes all kind of thing. Like they're going to... Because he was holding them. He was saying that, hey, I'm pretty much going to have these. I'm the shit,
All right. Is that it? Or
yeah, that's it.
Okay. Next match, tag team titles. One thing I have to say is new tag team champions. That's about it. Primetime players won. I mean, there was no memorable spots. This match was very short. It was boring. We didn't really get into it, except for new champions. That's about it.
I got into it.
I got into it
I
because
got
of the
into
possibilities of what it did, what it opened up to. Like I think we both on the same page. I think that the New Day is going to turn complete utter heel, and they're going to either implode on themselves or they're going to explode out on the universe, and they're going to attack people at random.
Like Xavier Woods, he almost. What did they call him? Did he almost call him stupid or something? He was about to say something.
You suck.
You people are stupid.
Yeah.
You people suck.
That's what he was about to say. So you mean you could kind of tell where it's going. He's going to probably turn heel.
Yeah. Well, they're already heel, but they were kind of like hiding their like evilness. They're like hiding their actual colors. And Xavier Woods was just getting like, this is bullshit. I don't want to hide this. You people are they're like, you can tell they're like trying to say, no, calm down. Calm down. We got to think positive here. But after this, like you guys said, there is that possibility they're going to go
We see a
apeshit.
giant and like nervous breakdown, and everybody's screaming. We're like, "Oh no! Kofi Kingston's like foaming at the mouth from his wheelchair."
You thought that the New Day was going to win.
I also thought they were.
I just had a feeling that the Primetime players were going to win. I just had a feeling. I saw the way it was
after
going.
Kofi lost the match at the.
Oh yeah! As soon as that happened,
it was like that just turned into a giant landslide for them. They just lose everything.
And that's a good way to either make them more heelish and more aggressive, or to kind of split them back.
And that's what I was telling you. It's like either they're going to become real heel and real aggressive, all three of them.
heel.
And they're going to start attacking other people.
They're already heel again, but more aggressive.
That's the explosive, or they're going to become implosive, and they're going to turn it on each other.
Like the Shield.
And it's going to break up the whole group, and they go back to being individual wrestlers.
No, they're going to be like a little group and just start being the wailing
Well,
people. Like
we said that about the Shield, but look, they end up still imploding. But the difference is people want to see the Shield. If you're going to do anything, I say get Kofi out of there. Get back to Kofi 2's rules, because they're just like, I don't see Kofi Kingston anymore. I see just a generic guy in tights who wrestles and does high flying moves. I don't see Kofi Kingston anymore.
none of that. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, it's just I miss Kofi. I miss the one where I saw in 2011 when I went to my first event at the Elimination Chamber. He was facing Del Rio as the IC champion. Yeah, that's the Kofi I missed. And ever since 2012, he's not been the same. It's not been the same Kofi.
It's been disappointing, you hasn't it?
Well, because he was my favorite wrestler currently, and then it was almost like he was personally trying to kill his gimmick for me and kill his character on purpose. He was like, oh, this guy likes him. And, no, we'll just ruin this gimmick so the president, doesn't really have anybody to like him more. Oh, he still likes Christian. Oh no, he's injured. He probably won't be back ever again. And that's what they're trying to do.
It sucked.
Preston, whatever you do, don't say I like Brock Lesnar. Don't say it.
Why?
Don't say I like Brock Lesnar. They could ruin him. I like the natural bleeder.
Yeah.
No, you too, buddy. He's like, yes, it's always fun.
All right.
Always fun watching Brock Lesnar eat the ring once and go.
So, is that all your guys' thoughts on that match, or anything? Anything else?
You think
Titus, dude, he put in some work. He just shoulder tackled him through the.
It's not that impressive though.
I thought it was pretty cool. I got into it.
He does that too. He does that all the time.
Do you think Lesnar bleeds like hell if he stubs his toe?
Maybe they can answer that.
Yeah.
He walks down the hallway like a groggy from waking up, and he's like, boom, on the coffee table. He's like, grabs his foot and starts bleeding from his head. Turns bright red. Grabs the table and suplexes it.
But anyway, so is that okay? So now we got the main event, and this match was super long, way longer than I thought it was going to be.
36 minutes.
35. It was like 35 minutes and something seconds. So it was almost 40 minutes.
40 seconds.
It was almost 40. Almost like, oh man, it was over a half hour.
It was great.
It took a while
Seth
for it to
Rollins
pick up.
versus Dean Ambrose. I'll say this right
Dean
now.
Ambrose never gave up. I always hate when they turn onto a single limb in a match. I do not like that at all.
It kind of
I
gives
would
you.
rather see them literally bludgeon each other over the head with objects before they do that. It'd be more entertaining.
Yeah,
Too bad
absolutely.
they didn't do it because they
did not
would
do
get
that.
fined. They don't do that
He's
because
gonna get fined anyway, so he smashed when he threw a chair at him.
But why would it matter? I mean, if they get fined and they're champion, they achieved what they wanted. I mean,
But see, that's the thing. That's WWE's new rules now because they're too protective with their wrestlers
They
now.
can
It's like,
financially cover limb injuries and back injuries, chest injuries, all that type of injuries, even neck injuries. But concussions last forever. They don't go away. A concussion can come back just randomly because you're just like, oh, what a stupid idea what that was, and then you're just like, you hit the ground. You should have done that.
that's why the chair shots aren't as good anymore because usually the best ones were on the head, but because they're too worried about the wrestlers getting hurt, it's like that's why they always do now the stomach and then the back.
But they can make Dean Ambrose eat a freaking ladder.
oh yeah, it's Seth Rollins.
And they can still do
Laying
it.
it on
They
that
can
thing
still
hard.
they can still from time to time do a pedigree on a pile of chairs. Makes sense to me.
Yep.
The ban the curve song, which hasn't hurt a single person, but ban the pedigree or RKO like from a ladder or something.
I gotta. Everybody, send in information. Send in your tweets. Send in your texts. Send in your messages, telling him to watch Malcolm X, so he understands where that comes from.
I've seen the
and
I've seen
American
the
History
movie.
X, and he knows where that's come from.
That what does that have to do with anything? They're doing banning it because they're afraid it's going to hurt people, and they know it's a head move.
I don't think it has anything to do with that.
That's what they said. It's like concussion lawsuits. It's
The
like
movies.
Well, he's complaining that it's not hurting people.
it's never hurt anybody. And besides, it's not Seth Rollins' fault if he hits the
Yeah,
move, right?
that's
It's the guy giving the move.
It's getting,
not what
it's
it's
getting
about.
banned by morons. It's something that's been done for ages, back when we were segregated.
But if that was true, then why would he have it in the first place? Even before
Because
WWE?
saying that they're worried that it can cause concussions is the easiest way of saying is getting it done the way you want it, than going, I think it's a no-no move because it reminds us of when we were racist. It's because they don't want to sound ignorant about their opinion.
But why don't I understand that? You're not answering my question. If they were so concerned about that, why did they just ban the move to begin with, or just have them do something else from the big start?
Because, like everywhere else, they weren't seeing it. They weren't seeing it. Did the WWE have a show where he was using it that wasn't online, that was being broadcast on national television to children? No. Raw and SmackDown did not produce it, not even the pay-per-views had that. Then Seth Rollins came in and started using it for a while. And in fact, when he first came in as part of the Shield, he didn't use the curb stomp. He used the drive-by, the flying knee.
Well, he did start using Kurosawa later.
He started to later on, but not for like the first, I'll say, 6 months. All he used really was his speed, that throw thing, and the drive-by. That's all you really saw. He always missed the curb stomp, so you didn't really know what it looked like. Then they started to see him pull it off. And the thing about it is, if you were to look into their petition on getting it banned and track it backwards to see when they first started doing this petition, you'd be surprised how long this has been out. It has to, first it gets said, then it gets turned to a petition, and then it has to build support for it to go through. Otherwise, they'll ignore it. And like I said, them saying, it's like when we were racist, is not a good enough term. That just means you're stuck in the dark ages. And they have reason, that gives them an excuse to ignore your opinion on the issue. But you say, I'm worried that that's going to cause concussions, and it's such an easy move for people to do that children might try it. And boom, immediately WWE says, we're responsible for anything that happens like that, ban the move.
Exactly.
And that's what happens. Someone's hiding what they're saying, hiding the truth about what they're saying, with a different opinion that actually is more logical, so that it's listened to. Okay?
It's an
Because
easy out for
if
it to go.
it was logically done that way, they'd hear, hey, these guys aren't getting hurt from this, and it would be lifted. The problem is the people who laid the petition are not budging. They're not willing to let them bring that move back.
So what you're saying is WWE doesn't mind using the move, but because of these other people, they're just claiming to be racist when in reality that's not what they're trying to do. So they're making excuses to ban the move.
Yes. It has nothing to do with people getting hurt.
That's just an easy way of saying getting rid of it.
It's the easiest way of saying, I don't think it's appropriate to have on television. Okay? I'm not going to say it's the Christians. It's the high moral people who think about children 24/7, their safety, and don't give a damn about anything else, who they hurt, what they screw up, or even their own, how fucking immoral they're being towards other people. They don't care about that. They look at it and say, I don't approve of that, that has to go. And that's how it starts. And that's what happened.
Not to mention,
And the problem is that the WWE, because it's children related, because we're in the PG era, therefore we don't have the warning, don't try this at home that the Jackass guys had. If they just put that up, they would be responsible for it. But they don't. Therefore, any move emulated off the WWE that causes injury can come back and bite the WWE in the ass.
it's also a hate crime.
And a curb stomp, if it's a white guy to a black guy or any other colored person, it is a hate crime, which is a lot financially more fucked than anything else that they have ever faced.
They can also sue the WWE by doing that.
Also,
I was going to tell you that.
Also, think about this. Seth Rollins white. What happens when he does it to a black guy?
Oh, that would create so many problems.
Controversy.
Exactly.
Asian or Mexican, no problem. The second he does it to a black guy, boom, there's a problem.
Big problem.
That's why I said, go watch American History X, and you'll see.
I don't want to. I don't do that stuff.
No, it's important.
I think
it's
it is
historical
important for you.
fact. It's not about watching hate. Just watch the first 20 minutes of it. It's not gory, but it'll explain where it came from. Okay, this is back in the day. This is like medieval street gang shit. What people used to do when they hated on.
Blacks.
Yeah,
Pretty
colored.
much.
It's actually
Colored
considered
people.
just colored.
Colored.
And it was bad. And this is a move that that was used, is actually used, and it was called a curb stomp.
On the curb.
Because they stomped your skull on the curb and they killed you with one stomp. Not like they did it one time. They didn't have you raised up when you did it. They made you lay down with the curb in your mouth and they stomped on the back of your head and you're dead.
With their boots. They use boots.
They didn't have to have boots.
I know, but I'm just saying they used
A
them
lot
really
of
big.
them did, yeah. It's a historical descendancy move. It's something that's come from a bad place in our history. And it's understandable if people don't approve seeing it on TV. Now, if they were to call it something other than the curb stomp, they might have had a boost on it.
I gotta raise my hand because the move was actually originally called the blackout. They called it the blackout.
That would have worked. That probably would have gotten around.
Well, that originally was, but then they called it curb stomp.
What'd you say?
No.
Did you say blackout?
No, that's what they actually flat out said. And
That's even worse, dude.
Yeah, especially if he does it to a black guy. Oh,
Exactly, that's worse, dude.
We call it the whiteout. I mean, either way.
Oh my god, dude.
Erasing the mark he made. No, I'm just saying that there are more reasons and controversy behind this move than people take to heart that they understand. And I'm not one of those people who signed a petition. I just understand a little further than the average person who sees a petition and all their reasoning. I see it and I go, well, the problem is they have no, like you said, there's no proof of this move ever causing injury. So everything they have on their petition is a lie. It's unfounded. It's bullshit.
But like I said,
And on the other hand, if the move represents a hate crime from the histories, can you imagine how many moral people will be up in arms just about seeing that on television? The people who are so anti, you can't do that. They're so politically correct that they will literally petition.
so in other words, they would literally be
like.
like the parents of the children back in the Attitude Era.
They're the insane people that made WWE PG for safety of the children. They're those people who are PG era everything.
And it's ruined.
They are literally child-proofing the world, starting with television. And that's really stupid because SpongeBob literally fucking murders people's brains. One brain cell at a time.
You know you're missing
So-
something. You know if they aim for the children, they get more profit. So it's
But
Also,
all
they get
legit.
more pull because the Christians are afraid for the children.
Not just Christians,
But
every other
but then
religion
here,
too.
but here's the thing though. This goes back, and I'm sorry for going like over on topic here because this is important to talk about. But I keep telling you this: It's the exact same. We were actually talking about this when we dropped Jeremiah. We were talking about because there were little kids when we went to see Jurassic World, and they were talking about. He was about complaining. Why don't you take your kids to see a PG movie like Home or something where it's family friendly? Why do you take your children to a PG-13 film where you know there's going to be a lot of violence? You're going to see people getting eaten, and you're watching their preview, and you're going to take them, and then your children are going to have nightmares and start crying. Like what do you expect?
Crying in the theater
Because parents are irresponsible. It's not the same as it used to be.
exactly.
They're stupid.
There's no sense of responsibility, but they hold everybody accountable except themselves.
Exactly.
And
I hate
that's
that
what's
crap.
editing. That's what's editing us out to a PG era in the WWE. And as we were trying to say though, that's basically why the curb stomp will never come back. It's not that it's under investigation and stuff like that. It will never come back because the petition will never be taken off. It will never be retracted. It's been signed, and the people who presented it are the only ones that can. The presenters of the contract of the petition are the only ones who have the power to remove it. They're psychotic, going, sorry, our families, generations before us did things we don't want on TV anymore, and that's what's happening.
They would definitely have to change the name.
So they're pretty much.
They can change the name, but they'll sue PG. At this point, they'll sue the WB for it.
Do you remember John Cena's move?
Which one?
His finisher. STFU.
Yeah, the STFU.
Now it's called the
The FU.
Yeah, it was called the FU. And why do you think they changed it? Because it was literally, the initials were fuck you. So as soon as the kids would go, F you, they would be like, what did you say?
The reason why is because he was, at that time, he was the doctor of thugonomics.
He was
part heel. He was a great wrestler, and it was about the attitude era. Everything was attitude.
Well, actually, it was the ruthless aggression era when he came in.
Yeah, either way.
Aggression. Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying.
And then we transferred to this PG era where everything got edited. Everything got dubbed. Everything,
worse.
It's because
even Randy Orton,
everything got censored.
Well, think about it. Remember Randy Orton was the legend killer? I get what I'm assuming because he legend killer because it had killer in the name. It was like, oh, we're killing old people. So is that why they changed his name to the Viper? Gave him a different type of character.
He's attacking old people.
But
that's all it was. He was attacking old people. The legend killer. He could have gone after someone who's a legend in the making. He could have gone after The Rock. He could have gone after Hulk Hogan. He could have gone after John Cena. He could have gone after Stone Cold. And what happened? He started going after people like Dusty Rhodes. He started going after people who were.
But he did go after those guys.
He didn't perform anymore.
John Cena's dad.
Yeah, he was attacking people who don't perform. People who don't perform anymore. People who only promote, and he was going after him. It was like, no. That doesn't work in our PG world, and that's what happened. It wasn't about killer. It was about his actions.
Well, and would you be surprised that's why they got rid of that name?
If he can't attack the legends, he cannot be legend killer. So they got rid of it, and they just made him the Viper. Because he looked like a snake when he got up to do the RKO.
Not to mention that it's more, I mean, come on, can you imagine your kids saying whole legend killer? They would rather say Viper. Viper's more kid-friendly in a way.
Yeah, wait till they change that one. They're like, no, Viper sounds like a deadly animal. We don't want to do that.
We're going to call Tattoo Man.
Deadly toxic or some shit.
We're going to call him the Constrictor.
What?
Well, that's even better, because that means a constrictor can look at constrictor and be like, oh, it's a snake that chokes
people.
Whoa, guys, let's not get too off topic.
Yeah, we're getting way off topic.
Yeah, but we apologize.
Last match of the night was great. It did a good job. It could have been better.
Hella long.
It lasted really long.
Hella long. Oh my god.
If it was long and every single point was good, like they constantly had high spots on ladders, then it would have been great. But the first half was kind of boring until like the last half was then picking up.
Yeah.
When they started getting more ladders and started getting chairs, television monitors. Like I said, these guys still performed very well. They had another controversial ending where they both grab the towel, they both fall from it and from the ladder, and they had the towel, but Seth Rollins ended up grabbing the other strap, and that ended up having him to win. And it was actually a different ending because we were usually like, oh, two guys, you're gonna get knocked down, and then I'm gonna grab it.
Usually that's what happens.
It's usually the same cliche.
We all thought that Sheamus was gonna hand in Money in the Bank because
I didn't think that.
Still 15 minutes of the show, still 10 minutes of the show. Till 6 minutes of the show, we're sitting there going, wow, this match is long.
Yep.
But yeah, we are definitely looking forward to tomorrow night. The match was okay. The show, all in all, I'd say it was I'd give it a 6.8.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I thought Elimination Chamber was better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
Elimination- saying-
Kevin Owens versus freaking
Cena.
John Cena won. Of course, it's going to be the best. It's the first match they had. Okay, you got Undertaker face the guy 10 times, and no matter how you look at it, the very first match is going to be the best.
Well, this match was really good too. I'm not going to discriminate that. And their next match is going to be just as epic. These guys performed very well. I mean, do you have any final thoughts though about Money in the Bank? Anything else you want to throw in?
Well,
All scratchery.
my rating was about, I'd say 6.5.
Just from what you saw, anyway.
Oh, okay.
Well, no,
yeah.
we're supposed to get a rating on it.
Yeah, no, I know,
What's
but
the
just
rating?
like he did. Oh, he missed the first 2 matches, so that's all.
Okay, well, based on what I saw,
Yeah.
I'd say 6.5.
Okay,
What
that's
about
fine.
you?
Probably same thing, like a 6, maybe 5.5 out of 10. It was there was a lot of good stuff. Kevin Owens, Josh Cena stole a
That's
show.
just above shitty, but definitely below rectal wart.
It was not the best, but it was okay.
Oh god.
So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll probably be doing a Battleground review.
Looking forward to it.
Not live reactions, but we'll do a review. Well, most likely we'll try to do SummerSlam live reactions because that's the month of my birthday. So hopefully we can try to get Brad and Jose and Jeremiah over. We can do SummerSlam live reactions for
Hell
you.
yeah.
Something about ball itching.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah, so-
scratch diddly hooty hada what now, and you all take it easy. Don't forget to go f yourselves and comment down below and let me know how many times you scratched yourself during this review. And yeah, we will talk to you whenever the hell we
Yeah,
do.
so stay tuned, and live reactions will be posted up shortly after this video. So take care, all my peeps. I'm Preston,
I'm crapping.
And I'm Garage Beast.
and all we're gonna say. Come on, right here.
Oh, right here. Oh, of course, Captain Asshole. Okay.
Wait.
Da, 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 da.
Take care, all my peeps. And fuck you, parents, for ruining Jurassic World.